Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Rising Star Week number 8. Stewie's just gone. He's not here for the whole weekend. We're almost down, completely in shambles. But we got the first matchup of the day. It's going to be the Minneapolis Miracles, the runner-ups in that major one, going up against the Bloomington Maulers. As kid you not, I'm not going to worry about pregame. We're going to send these guys right into gameplay. It's been probably like good 3 years since I last solo casted. It's definitely a weird feeling, but getting into game number 1, the Maulers using I have that wrong. When you put 4 players into the roster submission, I don't know who's gonna play. This time I believe it's Kirby out of this lineup. And I don't think we've seen this iteration of this lineup on stream, at least. I know we've seen Ninja play before as a sub. And I believe they've won with that lineup. But Hadron going to immediately put this one into the back of the net. And it's a good demo from... God, this is so weird. Being able to spectate as a caster is much more easy. I don't have to pay attention as much. But the Maulers up 1-0, could be 2-0 here. If it goes right. As Divine gonna take this one back to their corner. And Divine's a big liar, said he would be on cams, just is not. Absolutely an imposter as AK. Super slow shot into the net. It's wide open for days. And it's gonna land on it. Get a little ground, I wouldn't say it's a ground pinch, just a ground follow-up, and the Miracles have a response. As it's 1-1 here. About 90 seconds gone. This one floating up in the midfield. The Ninja gonna go missing. Hadron over to the left side. Gonna be able to probably take a 50 here. Completely sends AK out of the way. As the Miracles look to transition onto offense, but that's a good catch from Hadron. Gonna force Y Busy to make an awkward touch shot from Divine from the corner. Gonna be blocked by Shark Bite. Ninja, a chance to put this one into the back of the net. And they will find it, as it's a great 50 from Hadron. And a lot of great off-ball work from Hadron to set up his teammates. As the Maulers go up by 1. And the Miracles, ever since that major, have been struggling to find themselves to that level again. As, you know, their record coming into the major wasn't outstanding either. I think they were all the way down at the 11th seed. And now had a good major run. Got 15 points from that second place. And then coming back, they had to face the new Duluth team. And it didn't end up quite working out how they would have wanted it to, but with points being so desperate towards the end of the season, it's getting a bit risky. Miracle sitting at 8th with 35 points, tied with Hibbing and St. Cloud. So they win. That pushes them more towards safety, but that Major 2 is going to break up so many of these teams as top 8 do go to LAN, but The top 4 get themselves in the upper bracket with an extra life, while the bottom 4 do not. They start in the lower bracket. All matches would be best of 7, but it's a big advantage to especially even have like a series where you can lose just to get the feel of how, you know, LAN is played for the first time, as this one could be dangerous, as AK now gonna put this one forward and is able to follow this one up. Nobody really there to stop him. As Hadron with a big clear down towards Y Busy. Gonna look to settle this ball as Divine gonna take a 50, goes all the way back towards their end. As pinch comes out from Divine, Y Busy just a little touch forward, gonna be denied by Divine. AK to the backboard, gonna be swatted away. Y Busy shot on, and with 30 seconds left, the Miracles found themselves back into this game as Hadron could not get back to it in time. Y Busy snipes it. Divine can't see literally anything as a demo explodes right in front of him. That smoke can be deadly if it's at the right timing. And that's, I think, exactly what happened. As AK put this one forward, 20 seconds left. Y Busy, quick shot, and it's a 2-goal swing for the Miracles. And Hadron almost made a crazy save as he had to try to avoid a demo and get the save on a recovery as 15 seconds remain. Hadron does get Shark Bite off this ball just a tiny bit, but 10 seconds left. Bloomington looking to drop, not drop, they want to keep this ball up, as it's not going to be able to get up in time, and the Miracles will take game number 1. Kirby is not playing. We've got it sorted now. Well, the Miracles take an absolutely very physical game 1. Is that 9 demos? That's a bit cringe to play against, but they do squeak out of that game by just 1 goal and a 3-2 win, and a kickoff goal is going to go up against them. Divine immediately scores. I mean, the Maulers, they had that game 1, they were up 2-1, and then 2 goals were conceded within like no time. Within like 10 seconds, it was 2 goals in favor of the Miracles, and then they pretty much just stole that game number 1. As AK drops it into the corner. Divine gonna take possession here. Denied by Y Busy. This could be dangerous. A bump comes out. Divine trying to race back. Doesn't have to necessarily touch it. Ninja missed the open net though. Had a wide open net there. As Y Busy gonna take a 50. Tried to follow it up. 50 never happened. Now Hadron off of the ceiling, gonna leave this one, maybe look for some bumps. Finds Y Busy, but not gonna matter as a good 50. Gonna play it back to Shark Bite. Back central for AK maybe. Shot slow, but it's good enough on the defensive end. And the Maulers, what am I talking about? The Maulers, the Miracles, why did they be both M's? Miracles respond here in game 2, just like they did in game 1. It was 1-1. Has a Divine with a fake, 0 boost. Can't really get anything done though. Why Busy gonna take some time. Gets demoed by Ninja. And now AK. Over to the wall, gonna collide with his teammate in Shark Bite. As their offense of possession went nowhere, but they just feed it right back to him, and it could be a chance. Why Busy strikes, and this is just some interesting Rocket League. They go from team bumping each other, and then Bloomington feeds them a pass middle, and Why Busy gonna catch the waterfall drop down from AK, who I think wanted the double, but that ball just went straight down. The Miracles off of the kickoff. Gonna find another one, and that's 2 back-to-back goals for the Miracles to give them a 2-goal lead. Only 90 seconds gone. There's still some time, but the way that these goals have been just racking up for the Miracles, can't be having these defensive mistakes if you're the Maulers and want to keep up with this Miracles team. Why Busy can't find the double. And now Ninja gonna go missing. Why Busy 50 gonna be off the post. Shark Bite to put it back into the corner. Divine, huge pinch. Going to go central, but Shark Bite gonna deny it before it gets there. Divine now to his own corner. Rule 1 between Divine and AK. It's gonna be a 2v2 between Shark Bite. Oh, it's just wide open. Shark Bite, it's not gonna be there for long at all. Shark Bite's gonna score, and I don't know what you do against a Rule 1. Doesn't go in your favor. Hadron goes missing on a weird bounce in the corner. Can't quite read it. And the Miracles go up by 3. Shark Bite off the kickoff. Please don't be another kickoff goal. It isn't, but there's a shot on from Why Busy as the Miracles continue to release pressure on the Maulers. As the Maulers, I mean, they had a good start, you know, at the beginning of that game 1, and then they conceded 2 straight. Ended up losing in the later half of that game. This Ninja's gonna put this one over towards Hadron off the ceiling. Divine. I'm gonna follow this one up. AK off the post. Ninja off of the post as well. It's just complete chaos as AK tries to convert this open net, but needs Why Busy's help. Runs out of boost, and the Miracles, and it could be looking at a 1-1 series right now, but right now it's looking like the Miracles gonna be up very likely 2-0. I mean, there's 2 minutes left. It's a 4-goal game though, and Maulers have not really had any pressure. Maybe off the kickoff, good 50. Minute 48 left, down by 3. Some good work out of the corner from Divine, and then a good 50 from Ninja. As the Maulers creep within 3. And I just don't know if it's gonna be enough, but maybe if this kickoff goes their way, could be dangerous. Ninja goes missing though. This one gonna roll towards the net. Divine gonna leave this one for Hadron. As Why Busy gonna take a 50, gonna bounce out mid. AK off the ceiling. Gonna be denied by Divine. Hadron now can't quite get 50, but it will trickle back to Divine. Ninja shot into the back of the net, and hold on, 2 goals very quickly from the Maulers, because there's still a minute 17. If they can stop the Miracles from scoring, of course convert their own goals, could have ourselves a game. Shark bite. Divine gonna take a 50. Ninja goes missing. Divine just backflipping it in. No boost. Also is Hadron. And we're just gonna let the ball sit in the corner and do whatever. We're just not gonna look to touch the ball. Nobody. As Hadron might have a midfield pass opportunity. Divine off the backboard. Ninja up. Shot on. What a save by AK, but Hadron able to put it away. And the Maulers 3 straight goals, and they're on pace for tying up this game. As it would be, what, a 4-goal comeback? They're able to do it. As 45 seconds remain. Now Y busy into his own corner. What? Sometimes I try to figure out what's happening on the pitch while I'm trying to figure out post-game music, but it is just an unfortunate 50 that's gonna go right into the hands of Y busy. I just happened to be in the right place at the right time and put that one into the back of the net. As the Miracles go up by 2 here. And with, 10 seconds left, it's not looking too good for the Maulers. They almost had a crazy comeback in game 2, which would have been nice for the series score for them. But now they're going to be faced at match point, down 2-0. The Miracles, they struggled immensely in that later half of that game against the Maulers, who found themselves, 3 straight goals? Were able to fend off the Maulers' last best effort, and it turned into a counterattack goal for Y Busy and the Miracles as we head into game number 3. The Maulers up against match point, and had a pretty good ending to that game. Ninja gonna put this one into the back of the net. This was just gonna float in. Somewhat off the kickoff. And Ninja just calls off Divine. I want the points. AK not able to make the save. Just 5 seconds in. I mean, the same thing happened in game 2 where the Maulers just struck immediately. And it just didn't matter. The Miracles responded. It was a close game at one point, then got out of hand quite quickly. As AK gonna get intercepted by Hadron as Divine off his own wall, moving a bit backwards. Ninja does get a touch. This one gonna drop down, waterfall down off of that ceiling. Divine, one touch towards the right side. Ninja pre-flip to try to maintain possession of this ball. Good touch off the ceiling. Hadron goes central for Divine. His shot gonna be way off the mark and into the possession of Y Busy. Flicks it over one. AK, no boost, can't quite connect. As 4 minutes, whole 4 minutes are left. Seems like an eternity until the end of this game 3, but Shark bite. I mean, is that just an open net? It might be. And it's happened like this every game, I don't know if the Maulers scored first in game 1, but they definitely did in game 2, and then immediately it's just a response from the Miracles. A ton of goals have been scored in this series quite quickly. As what, it was 10 last game? Much more, I think it was 5 in game 1. As Hadron gonna score and break the curse for Bloomington. Respond with another goal. As AK can't quite get around that one for the save. It's enough of a threat to get that one into the back of the net. As AK, zone corner, Ninja puts it central, Divine shot on, and behind the defense, that's 3 straight goals for the Bloomington Maulers. Some good offensive pressure, putting the ball in spots that the Miracles are not expecting slash covering. So as open net for Divine. I've seen quite a few just blatant open nets from both sides. Divine just a huge clear. Sharkbite can't get back in time, nor can Y Busy. I think it's a little bit of a miscommunication as the Maulers up by a whole 3 goals. Ninja kick this one out mid. Divine gonna be denied by AK. It's an open net for AK. As it's another wide open net. The Miracles, they've got 3 minutes to work with, but definitely not out of this game yet. We've seen how choppy this gameplay can be at times. As Maulers look to respond once again after they did successfully for the first Miracle goal. I mean, they went on a 3-0 run. Now it's back to a 2-goal deficit. Divine just a touch forward. Drop it off to Ninja, but a good 50 from Sharkbite. Divine now. And they just send this one forward. Sharkbite. Dangerous 50 towards his own backboard. Divine now towards the crossbar. Ninja to keep this one back in. Some good pressure from Bloomington. Hadron does go missing though. Divine loses possession, but Hadron's able to recover and get the beat out. So that could have been dangerous for the Miracles as Hadron gonna go missing. This ball just gonna float just stabilize in that midfield. Ninja does follow up the double. Sharkbite gonna miss the corner boost, and Ninja's gonna take it, so huge boost grab on the side of the Maulers. Ninja gonna just destroy AK. Move him off the pitch. Hadron to Divine, but it's gonna be blocked by Sharkbite. AK now dangerous ball as Y Busy can't get it on target. AK off of the post on the left side. As Hadron looks to keep it in, but AK gonna send this one all the way downfield. Looking for Sharkbite. It's gonna bounce off the corner. Sharkbite does recover to at least get it off of the Maulers for the time being. Y Busy, bottom right shot as possible, but gonna be just off the post there. AK to keep this one and gets the block through the corner. Sharkbite gonna be denied by Ninja. As Y Busy looks for that post shot to go his way, but just denied. Some good cutouts, some good cuts from both teams to alleviate some potential shot threats. As 35 seconds remain, and this one could be on target, but denied. This Miracle's defense, you know, it's a spot where you don't want to be at this point in the game. And Divine gonna put more than likely the nail in the coffin here. As Y Busy's trying to cover the double. I don't blame him. Double never happens. And Divine just gonna follow through. As the Maulers making me and my sore throat gonna sit through another game here as Hadron off the ceiling. Not gonna really matter what happens here. Go for a clip. Low 50. No 50 happens at all. Shot chance there over the crossbar. And the Maulers are going to... why'd I turn up my mic? I'm going to turn up the music. Lovely. Mauler's going to force a game 4. Much better game, much more dominant throughout, the entirety of that game. I think the closest it was outside of the first couple minutes was that 2-3 goal deficit for majority of that game. So Maulers might have found an answer. The Miracles look kind of shaky on defense. The Maulers throwing in some physicality as well. You never know, best of fives can flip so quickly. I think last week we had 2 back-to-back reverse sweeps, so would not be shocked if we saw another one. But I mean, you're looking at a full lineup on the side of the Miracles as opposed to the Maulers without Kirby. So it would be a big upset win if the Maulers are able to get themselves back into this series and force a game 5 as Divine looks to dribble, finds Ninja, but it's off the post. Hadron to keep it in, and it's just gonna find its way into the back of the net. 2 Bloomington Mauler players commit. They force a threat, but it's just a Hadron low shot that gets the job done. As the Maulers go up by 1 here. Not the prettiest fashion, but you're letting up goals like that this late into the series, it could be disastrous. As AK now, I mean, I just feel like more 50s gotta be, for the Miracles, I feel like they play so well when they're taking 50s, and they're just gonna let this one into the back of the net from the corner. It's off of the ceiling, and no one could react in time for that bounce. Kind of have to hope that someone would have been there quicker. Someone would have made a move sooner to stop that being so dangerous in the first place. But the Maulers up by 2 here. Big clear from Ninja on target. They're going to bump each other off the spawn, I believe. That could have been complete disaster, as Hadron's going to just completely ball Divine. Gotta work on those 1v1s, even if it's against your own team, as Busy. We see him in an Octane. Not a very, I mean, he's been in the league for at least his 2nd season now. I don't think I've ever seen him in an Octane. Oh, and he's got the bubbles? Is this like his sweat car? I don't know, but kind of terrified. Not really, though. As 2 players go missing, just a wide open net. The Miracles are in complete shambles right now. AK couldn't get back to it. Shark Bite, a bit awkward, maybe expecting a quicker shot, but it's a lot of mispositioning, some big misses, and these big clears are really killing the Miracles right now, as Maulers up 3-0, could be 4. AK does get the save. Busy gonna take a low 50 that just kind of goes into the possession of Bloomington. Divine gonna get cut up by Busy. And Bloomington currently sitting all the way down at 13th. But, that top 8 is just so open for, really any team to enter. If you get a good Major 2 result. The only issue is, if you don't get a good Major 2 result, you're pretty much eliminated from LAN, and your season is over. Sharkbite now could have an opportunity, but good save from Ninja, as Maulers 3-0. Still, Miracles have yet to respond. Is this one gonna be off the post? Just giving away. AK tried to get this one on target. Why busy? Trying to make something happen, but Sharkbite was in the area. Miscommunication. Gonna make this one a bit awkward. AK cannot connect on the demo, as this one's dangerous in front of the Miracles net. And Sharkbite no boost. Looks for Y busy in the corner. Ninji's gonna help stall it with Hadron. It's gonna go over to the left side where Divine is waiting, but cut out by AK. Just the boost battles, I think. Bloomington's winning it. The Miracles, they get in this defensive mode where they're super low on boost, and they can't quite control the ball the way they'd like to. And this could be an open net. AK, though, gonna get back in time. Hadron going to the backboard, finds Divine. Maulers go up by 4. And the Miracles still scoreless here in game number 4, and the Maulers look to be very likely forcing a game 5. And looking back, this series could have been Maulers in 4 if that game 1 goes their way. If they didn't throw back-to-back goals. Under a minute left as Divine to the backboard. Hadron shot gonna be on target. They're just stacking up the goals at this point. The physicality. What do you do? And the Miracles have yet to find, I mean, I guess game two they looked much more poised. Game 1 was a bit shaky, but now this game 3 and 4, they've looked like a completely different team. As only 13 seconds left will guarantee that we see a game 5. As the Maulers back-to-back wins, attempting to reverse sweep the Minneapolis Miracles. They've got 1 game to go. It's a matter of if they can cap this one off. As we head to Champions Field. Don't usually change the maps too often. I have a fear that I'll forget about it, or I just put on the completely wrong map, and then that's not fun for anybody. But the Miracles, the physicality shows on the scoreboard, but in terms of controlling the game on offense, it's been the Maulers the last 2 games. Physicality from them. Seen some good passes to each other. The Miracles just right now are having super heavy touches. And game number 5 is going to be underway. I thought this series would be over in 3 or 4, but we have found ourselves in a game number 5. Winner of this gets 5 points to their name, both huge for both of these teams, as any points now towards the end of the season means so much. As I mean, only looking at about 2 matches this week for the doubleheader, and then only 2 more after that. So you're looking at 4 matches total up until that major 2 to accumulate as much points as possible, and then hope that you get a good major 2 run, as that's a good passing play from the Miracles. It's just gonna go off the post though. And it's honestly a good look for the Miracles. We haven't seen much from them in quite some time. But Ninja gonna get a good 50. Why busy? Zone corner has got a lot of time. Just gonna chip this one over Divine. AK now in the midfield. NG to the backboard. Why busy? Quick shot. Did it catch out the defense? AK reads the attempted block. The Hadron now out of the corner. Good 50 from AK. Miracles not able to follow that one up immediately. Shark bite in their own corner. Gonna start a dribble low. 50 is won by Ninja. AK now off the ceiling. Can't quite reach it again. Runs out of boost. Looking for Shark bite on that left side. And there's the passing play that we've been waiting for. Something, just anything out of the Miracles. As it almost looked like AK was on defense there. Good positioning. Pretty much both of those players ready to make a play on the ball if needed to. And the Mauler's not active enough on defense, but I guess it doesn't matter. It's a kickoff goal in favor of the Bloomington Maulers, and the Miracles can't catch a break. The Maulers have had, I feel like, at least 3 kickoff goals, if not more. If not, it was something off of the kickoff that led to a goal. But that's a good demo from Ninja. AK gets a counter demo though, and Y busy into the back of the net. They get the goal right back. So, you know, pending kickoff. We could be fine if you're the Miracles. I mean, if another kickoff goal happens, I mean, what do? You gotta sit back in net, maybe not even go for a kickoff. Throw in a fake kickoff. There's something to throw them off. It might be worth it for the time being if they're able to score them. So half the game gone in game number 5. AK gonna leave this one out. Ninja, the shot on target. Wide busy pre-flip. Gonna be put on target by Divine. Gets it over AK. Shark bite. Just one touch over to AK. Now Bloomington look to work out of their own half. Divine forces a 50. Goes off of the ceiling. Why busy there to read it quickly? AK now grabs that mid boost. Like to be in the play now. Came out of nowhere. Shark bite. Gonna leave that ball. Why busy's gonna drive past it. Mistakes. Crucial. Especially in this game 5. There's been plenty throughout this series. Been some sloppy play at times, but why busy? It's a good clean beat over Divine. Shark bite. 50 gonna not going their way. Why busy gonna lay up Divine for a shot here? AK does get a free save look on their own backboard. Divine off of that post. It's bouncing off of everyone in the lobby, but this one gonna go back to AK. Big clear. Divine to pinch it back in. And with just under a minute left, Bloomington Maulers, do they have it in them to tie this game in a potential reverse sweep? They can at least force overtime. There's a chance. Hadron shot on target. Why busy? Off of the post. It's saved. Just barely. As Ninja goes missing. Divine to turn around. AK with a huge 50. No boost. Gonna flick it over Hadron as well. Ninja with a huge pinch, but possession is given away to the Miracles. Sharkbite gives it right back though. Divine to the backboard. Hadron shot denied. This defense from the Miracles in the reigning moments of game 5. Is it gonna be enough? Hadron in the corner. It's just not going to be enough. The Miracles hang on. And they deny the reverse sweep. Wow. Has to get so chaotic from being a series that looks so out of hand. And it goes all the way to 5 within a 1-goal game. As the Miracles will gladly take those 5 points after a very shaky series for them. And we saw better gameplay out of the Miracles in that game 5. It was enough to put them across the finish line. Much better game than their losses to Bloomington in games 3 and 4. And we will head to hopefully a quick break as the Hibbing Rangers look to take on the St. Cloud Flyers. We will come back to you when that matchup is set up and ready.
I wish we stayed the same. I got way too many thoughts in my brain, but I got memories that run through my veins. I'm not one to blame, but I could point out every way that you changed. Some things stay up while others go right down the drain, and lately we've been going down in flames. But if I'm honest, I get in my feels when I want you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second matchup of the night of Rising Star Week 8. This one and only 3 more matches total before that Major 2 will conclude the end of the season. We've got the Rangers and the Flyers alongside me here. To save me is Clash for our second matchup of the night. Unfortunately, your Maulers could not win in 5, but we've got the Rangers here who picked up TKD in the free agency. A capable player of doing well in Challenger if he can stay in our match and not leave.
Yeah, TKD has a lot of experience. Obviously, it's kind of crazy that he is in Rising Star now. Just didn't end up finding a team that could pick him up in Challenger, so got left open for Rising Star, and here he is. Gonna be a crazy, crazy good player for this team. So we'll see how he does here. Both these teams are very, very close in standings. 6th and 7th seeds right now. Flyers in 6th, Rangers in 7th. Only separated by 1 game. 7 and 4 for the Flyers, 6 and 5 for the Rangers. So both these teams are looking very, very good. A little bit above the average right now, but I think both have a lot of potential. Unfortunately for the Flyers today, they are playing with a sub. They have Tammy out, Watermelon in. That being said, I know Watermelon's a very capable player. I played with him some in combines, and that was a while ago, but he was very solid then. So Watermelon being HC Hung. I don't know how to say that name exactly, but he's on a different account right now. But that is
Friend's
Watermelon
house in
So,
Canada.
friend's house in Canada is what we were told. So that's what we got right now. But it should be a really great matchup. Who you taking in this one?
You know, I've got the Rangers. I see a lot of potential. I mean, when Iwu's playing, they get the new addition as well in TKD. I think the Rangers probably go in 3 here.
No. I'm also taking the Rangers as they're getting a goal here, but I'm not going to go in 3. I think it's going to be pretty close. Even though the Flyers are playing with sub, I rate that sub very highly. I think he's a very quality player. I think it'll be in 5, but I do take the Rangers as well. TKD is such a good pickup for them that I just don't see. I don't think they'll lose this one. As well as Ghosty is still a very, very solid player. So, Stebu shuts me up talking about Rangers being really good as he gets one here, streaking towards the open net.
I get a flick over the defense, just barely over the defender's car. The Flyers immediately respond. Is Chief B? Is this? I feel like I'm thinking of like an older player. I don't know if it's them or not, but if so, it could be in for a world of hurt as Watermelon off the corner gonna get denied as it still shows up on the overlay. I tried to make it go Watermelon Man, as this is very awkward for the St. Cloud Flyers. But Debu, a player who we saw debut in his first season last season, made it to LAN, was a huge hype man for the Chicago Jungle.
Absolutely.
Gonna have to see if it's gonna be enough to take them across the finish line in this series as TKD dribble over 1. And I'm really looking at TKD with the combination of Ghosty and Iwu to be a real big threat for Rising Star. As I just think the low 50 game, the passes, I think the creativity is there as well, especially with what Ghosty's able to do mechanically.
Yeah.
And we've seen sparks from Iwu, I wouldn't say recently, but in the past couple of weeks he's stepped up real big for the Rangers, as half of game 1 commences and the 1-1 game kind of just been stalled out since then.
Yeah, just on the chat, I can't confirm if it's true until I see the score report, but I'm going to go with it anyway. Looks like the Rangers did lose in their game earlier to Green Bay, 1-3. That being said, Green Bay is, I think, still the top seed in Rising Stars, so it's not that crazy of a loss. Rangers are trying to get one away here. Not quite in. Almost followed up by Iwu, again cleared away. But yeah, Rangers probably hope to get this 2-0. Definitely hope to get this a 2-0 week, but weren't able to, I guess, as this one's trickling in for TKD. Just falls past the last defender there.
And it's a good 50, goes towards that ceiling. Watermelon Man runs out of boost, and the Flyers cannot get back to it in time. So the Rangers go up by 1 here. And this game's kind of, you know, outside of that goal, it was pretty much stalled out. Both teams didn't really have an answer for each other. As TKD with a big clear over Debu to the backboard. Chance for Ghosty, gonna be off the mark towards the corner. TKD gonna look to take a 50 off of the ceiling. Be followed up by Ghosty. Chief Beef, big clear the backboard. Iwu to keep it in. Iwu maybe looking for a demo. Debu did go missing, but recovers and is able to get a touch. Both TKD and Ghosty on that one. Not able to maybe do too much here as Ghosty no boost. Just gonna let this one go to the corner. D-boot. I don't know, win a 50 over the defense. This could be dangerous. Bump possibility onto TKD as the Rangers up by 1 here with 40 seconds left. Don't want to be overcommitting too much. If you're the Rangers, you want to hang on to that 1-goal lead.
As you're saying that, they're pressing hard and they're trying to get another one. They don't need it, but they want it. Iwu tries to get this one middle, isn't able to connect. Debu takes it over. Going off the ceiling here, going for a pinch. This one could be dangerous. It's on target. Iwu just barely gets that one clear. Chief Beef tries to get it back middle. Iwu goes missing. Ghosty able to cover though. Ghosty tries to keep some pressure on. Debu can't quite control it. Gets demoed for his efforts in the corner. Chief Beef tries to get it forward. Is able to. Beats Iwu. Gets a demo. This one could be falling middle. Is there someone there from the Flyers? There is, but isn't quite able to get the touch that they want. And Rangers take this game 1, 2-1.
If the Rangers hang on in game number 1, and kind of stalled out for the most part. Got some good action there at the end from the Flyers, but really just a gauntlet of the midfield for both of these teams, just going back and forth. Some big clears. As Watermelon says he's going to take off the camera shake. And his opponents are doomed now. We'll have to see how that works out for them as we head into game number 2. And wasn't as quite one-sided as I thought it would be. It is like the first game to get settled in. I think physicality for Hibbing is going to be huge for them in this series. And for any series for them in that matter, as this one going to be let go towards the Rangers' backboard as D-boot off of the corner. Take a 50, lose it as Watermelon Man off the corner. Looks for Chief Beef, goes missing though. Ghosty trying to put this one forward, has a 1v1 here. D-boot does the better of him. As Watermelon Man over to the left side. It's demoed. As D-boot just one touch forward. Has another one, just trying to be annoying. Stay in that area, make the Rangers' possession a bit uncomfortable as it's a double commit from TKD and Iwu. And now with a minute gone, the Rangers have yet to get out of offense. D-boot has done a good enough job of just being annoying.
Both teams trying to sustain some offense here, but it's been a little back and forth. Most recently, it was the Flyers that were on offense, and they're pressing again. They're trying to get another one on target here, but cleared away. Another shot coming in here, not quite on target. Ghosty able to get a good clear as well. Chief Beef not able to control that one as well as he probably wanted to. Debu tries to get a 50, is able to, but Rangers were fine with it, just being awkward there. Debu not able to get it past the defender there. As Watermelon tries to take it back, I was a little scared that might have been, he might have lost control on that one, but he's all right. Does not own goal. Debu hitting one off the sidewall to the middle. Well, dealt well with by Chief Beef. Ghosty up in the air, beating Debu there. Big 50. Goes towards the Rangers side, but it definitely was in favor of the Rangers anyway. The player was there ready for it. Debu trying to counter-attack here. His little bit of mid-play finally coming out from both teams. Debu trying to hit a very nice redirect shot. Isn't quite able to connect though. And yeah, lots of midfield play. Not a ton of chances for both teams at the moment. I feel like it looks like they're feeling each other out a little bit again. Just trying to sniff out any weaknesses each other have, and neither team are given much.
Yeah, a lot of just ping pong action, as there's a good back pass from TKD though. Iwu off the backboard. TKD just gonna pop this one up. Watermelon Man does go missing. Demo from Ghosty, but Chief Beef behind this ball gonna go for a flip reset over the defense, and the Flyers go up by 1.
Great vision there by Chief Beef. Able to beat the first defender, able to go under Ghosty. Realize TKD is the last one. All he has to do is get one more big touch and gets a perfect flip reset to get just that. Great shot from Chief Beef there. That's exactly what the Flyers are needing. They can hold on to this lead. There's been plenty of back and forth, plenty of midfield presence. If they can keep that midfield presence, they'll hold on to this lead. Ghosty wants nothing to do with that. He's trying to get this one forward. Cleared out well by the Flyers, but not controlled well on their back line as Iwu able to get a punish goal.
Yep, Debu just a little bit of a misflick there, and pretty much just leaves that one for the defense, or for the awaiting Iwu. Just put it away. As Watermelon Man off the kickoff from Canada, not able to get that one central. As Debu does find one for the Flyers, as the bounce off the post, even though that one didn't go in, it made that a real threatening ball for the Rangers to deal with, and Debu with a nice shot.
Yeah, Debu making up for his past mistake, as well as Chief Beef again. Kind of being the catalyst for this team right now, as he's able to get one middle. Another one coming in for the Rangers, though. Ghosty able to get this one away, but again, that was all the pass. TKD, beautiful fake, beating out that last defender. Ghosty, all he has to do is hit it hard into the open net, and it's a tie game.
Yep, another close game. This one, game number 2. Kickoff gonna go quite even, as Debu now up for this one. Gets one over the defense. Might have another. Goes for the flip reset last second. As Watermelon Man looking for some physicality is literally in their net. Willing to try to put that one on target is TKD, and that could have been dangerous for the Flyers. Really nobody there in that area. TV looking for 2.
Oh my.
It's a double touch from the air dribble, and this is just a Chief Beef takeover game. As
where did Chief Beef come from?
Yeah, look at this control out of the Flyers. And game number 1, not too much, but in game 2 we get a flip reset and a double touch. So, and we're looking for more too. Double. At this point, anything could go in for them, as Iwu.
Ooh.
Dangerous ball, as 50 seconds are left, and the Rangers down by 1 here. Chief Beef, if you're the Rangers, you do not want to have him behind the ball. This one off the crossbar. Iwu 50 gonna go central for Debu. It's gonna be off the mark though, as the Rangers, they got 30 seconds to come up with an answer.
And they're going to need one here because, man, Flyers are looking hot. If Chief Beef can keep hitting shots like he has been, then they're going to be so dangerous. What a save by Watermelon coming off his own backboard. This one could be dangerous. Still, Debu dealt with it well. He's going to have some control here, but Chief Beef kind of cuts him off, but it works really well because Watermelon is all alone with possession, and Rangers have to get it all the way across the field. They're going to be able to here. Iwu isn't able to make contact. Is someone able to reach it? Oh, it might have been able to, but doesn't quite get the read. Flyers on the back of Chief Beef get this win. 2 amazing goals by Chief Beef and a very solid pass from him as well. What a carry from him that game.
Yeah, and a heroic save from Watermelon at the end of that game.
Yeah.
To somehow keep that one out. The Rangers threw everything that they had to tie up that game, and they just could not get through the Flyers defense. Good luck for the Flyers. In game 2 though, can you expect the same amount of quality, the same amount of, those 2 shots from Chief Beef to go in their favor? I don't think you can rely on that. You can rely on plays like that to bend the series, but the consistency out of that in Rising Star, you'd have to feel like they'd be a higher level player if that was the case, or in a higher league. So game number 3 tied up 1-1, and team that wins this, of course, gonna go on to match point. And I mean, the Rangers, even in that last game, got so close to getting a response there with just 30 seconds left. As about 30 seconds gone here in game number 1, TKD. I believe gonna get demoed off the pitch, gonna grab that corner boost. As Debu does get a save. And the Rangers an opportunity here. Iwu, I pop this one high. Watermelon Man runs out of boost. TKD just sitting there waiting, just wanting someone to commit. Midfield it goes. Ghosty is there, but quite late to it. They had a lot of time to do kind of whatever there, but it might not matter. Ghosty, top right into the back of the net. The Rangers go up by 1.
Yeah, a lot of patience from the Rangers offense here, just waiting for the defense to try to come to them and make mistakes, and they are right now, as Rangers able to get one away. You saw TKD kind of just sitting and waiting. He had the ball and just kind of didn't really care, let the defense come to him, and they did, able to get possession off it, kept possession for a while, and it's 1-0 now from the Rangers. They're trying to hold now on defense, as Flyers didn't like that they let one in, and they're pressing now on offense. But now 2 people rotate back, and that offense just dwindled away because of a weird rotation. Watermelon trying to take control in his corner, isn't quite able to. Chief Beef bangs it out. Iwu keeps it back in on the press for Rangers. Debu tries to hit it middle. Chief Beef is just barely able to reach it. It would have been really dangerous if he couldn't. Ghosty off the back wall, not able to get the best touch, but waste some time. There's plenty of time left though for the Flyers. A big demo from Chief Beef, kind of killed any opportunity that there was there. Debu, little touchdown to his teammate Chief Beef. This one could just be floating dangerously middle, but again, Rangers happy to just kind of sit back as they're trying to press on offense.
Yeah, really like that. It's odd. The Rangers, they go from having a really good possession to just complete panic, I feel like, as a team. Yeah. And it kind of happens out of nowhere. As this one's dangerous. Ghosty, you got to make a save out towards the left side. Watermelon Man gets one touch in. Debu 50 goes over to the left wall where Chief Beef could thrive, but just one touch forward. Might follow this one up. Nobody there to cover it. TKD does get a touch off the backboard. And now Watermelon Man to try to keep it in. Big touch from Ghosty. Going to be denied by Debu. Chief Beef to the backboard. Iwu gets one touch, but Ghosty commits as well. Good recovery, though, to get a touch there that, if not, could have been disastrous for the Rangers, as Debu into the back of the net to tie up the game 1-1. And good shot, as it's off of a 50 that one just goes in.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. There was nobody on the ball for a while in the midfield. I wanted to see. I wish we could have gone a little further back on the replay to see what happened in the rotation, but Ghosty just caught on the back line, wasn't really able to challenge as early as he needed to. And this one, hold up, that could have been a chance. Ghosty not able to get that one on target though. But yeah, the rotation was a little weird there from the Rangers. I thought they had a great chance on defense to hold, but no one able to meet the midfield. So Flyers able to get the possession. We're able to get that goal. This one's tied up now, and both teams are trying to turn this thing around. Chief Beef pushing this off his own corner that falls middle, able to beat a defender there. Ghosty puts it right into Watermelon. Watermelon could follow this, is able to get a touch here. One player there, almost on target is Debu's shot, but not quite, just off the corner. Ghosty tries to get this one middle, cleared way wide. Debu not able to read that one. Chief Beef and Watermelon connect for a clear as Debu follows it up, and this one with 48 seconds left, it's a bit of back and forth, but both teams are really trying to press.
Yeah, another close game. As Iwu off of his own backboard could be dangerous. Chief Beef, it's gonna be on target. Ghosty does get a touch out. Ghosty, another big clear. Iwu Lurking downfield, back to Ghosty, might be into the back of the net, it's off the post. TKD now, 100 boost, gonna start a dribble. Chief Beef goes missing, TKD one more touch, but it's not gonna be enough to get past Debu. Good flick out. Could have caught the defense off guard here. TKD does get back in time, 10 seconds left. Could be seeing overtime, but there could be an opportunity for St. Cloud here. This one gonna roll up the wall, gonna hit the ceiling. Chief Beef goes missing, and we'll let this one drop, and we'll head into overtime in Game 3.
That was an intentional fake. I like the idea. Unfortunately, Watermelon didn't have the boost to get to it. If he did, that could have been such a good play, but unfortunately not, and we are in overtime now, but overtime is nice and exciting, so I don't mind it too much. Chief Beef trying to get this middle, not quite able to, plays it well to Debu there. No one in Flyers really willing to push there, as it comes back towards their end, cleared out well. Debu able to get 150, but no control from them. Rangers will take that. Chief Beef not able to get contact there as TKD takes it into the half, offensive half.
That's the bump.
No one quite there. Ghosty trying to get back middle, is able to. Iwu doesn't quite read the pass as well as he needed to. Just a little bit of possession play going on from both teams still. Chief Beef trying to press here. Both teams really slowing down the pace in this overtime. Good demo by Chief Beef, doesn't quite manifest into what he wanted though. This could be an opportunity from Debu though if he can double, not quite, as it's cleared out by Ghosty. Great opportunities from the from the Flyers right now, but the Rangers are trying to answer right back. The big counter attack from TKD, solo plays it into the bottom left corner.
Yep, love the low 50, gets Chief Beef to jump, and then Watermelon Man just pixels away from keeping that one out. And it's the low 50s in the challenge game, the slow play from the Rangers that really puts the Flyers in an awkward situation. When you give them that space, are they going to flick it high? Are they going to keep it low? They can do either, and that time they flipped a coin. It was heads, but they picked tails, so fortunately they are heading home in Game 3 in that overtime. The Rangers go up to match point, up 2-1.
Yeah, I love the way that the Rangers are pressing on offense, the patience that they're having. They're just waiting for mistakes. Mistakes are going to happen. They're just waiting for them and playing so patiently. Not trying to force anything. And they're able to get goals from it. That they've shown that they're able to get goals from it. We are missing a player, so it might just be a second before we start this next one. But yeah, man, the Rangers, I love their offense right now. I feel like their two players, Ghosty and TKD, are just taking so much time on the ball. They're using their high-level skill to take that possession. They know that if they have that time on the ball, they can outplay the defense, but they just have to get past that first defender, and if they're able to, that's so dangerous. I want to keep seeing more of that, because I feel like if they can continue that kind of gameplay, Rangers should win this series. But obviously Flyers have to figure out something, as this one, errant touch from the Flyers as this one goes back into their own net. Watermelon should not have touched that, should have left it for Chief Beef, and that one's so unfortunate for the Flyers.
If nobody was there, it's just going in.
Yeah.
Unfortunate error for the Flyers to start off, a must-win game to force 5. That doesn't help you if you're the Flyers, and the Rangers look so composed right now. Iwu with the solo play, pops this one up to the backboard, drops down. Ghosty there a bit late, just gets one. You get a challenge in. TKD goes high off the ceiling. Debu one touch. Iwu towards Ghosty. Looking for maybe one more off of the crossbar. Iwu dives in last second. And now the Flyers might have an opportunity here. Chief Beef looking for one more. Gets it over 2. But it's going to be off target. Now TKD, I mean, look at the... Okay, backflip there, but The idea is so there. What a save from Ghosty, though. And the possession game from the Rangers right now, just looking so clean. It's an open net for Iwu. The Rangers go up by 2.
Yeah, Iwu, yeah, as you said, he tried to control it on the back line. Almost had the perfect touches, but backflipped, and then still able to counterattack anyways, Iwu, as Rangers take a 2-0 lead, and they are just controlling this game right now, controlling this series. They're able to get another one off the kickoff as Ghosty puts one away.
That's killer. You were already up 2, and then a kickoff goal hits you. If it's the other way, you know, it's whatever. Big 3 goal for the Flyers, but in favor of the team that was already up 2-0, so now 3 goals in favor of the Rangers, as Watermelon Man put this one forward, bumps TKD off of that one. Chief Beef comes in, but a bit late, so defense gonna be able to get there in time, as Chief Beef clear over to the left side, moving kind of horizontally and not necessarily vertically, as TKD and Iwu both, I guess, 50 each other, but it's gonna work to the backboard. Ghosty, one touch.
Oh my goodness.
To the crossbar it'll go. Some good offense from the Rangers. Big demo as Flyers, they almost had an opportunity there, but physicality making it a bit awkward, as Ghosty in his own corner. No, Booster's gonna look to take a 50 maybe. As Watermelon going fast it. Lovely work from the Rangers, as they are camped on defense for the time being, but they're conserving boost pretty well and keeping this one out.
Flyers just cannot figure out how to beat this Rangers team that's just slowing the pace down. Flyers are trying to press so hard, but they play it into a waiting Rangers player almost every single time, because they don't realize how much space that they have, and because they keep giving it away, Rangers just keep taking it, slowing it back down, and having so much control. That one might have been an open net, but Watermelon not able to get it into the middle as he was intending. Debu takes this one over as Chief Beef is there. Ooh. This one's on target. Chief Beef able to get a play here. They were able to play it to each other, and the team play worked out for him.
Debu, great touch, no boost. Finds Chief Beef, and no one can intercept the pass in time. It's the Flyers with just under 2 minutes to play. Get their first goal. And they do win the kickoff. Debu just gonna put this one out mid. Chief Beef now. Off the ceiling, Watermelon Man, it's on target. Iwu gets bumped off of the play. Ghosty now looking to follow it, flip reset. Fortunately not gonna get too much oomph on it, if you will. I don't even know what to call that when when you don't get a perfectly, not perfect, but a controlled flip reset that makes the ball kind of scoop up. There's got to be some word.
I think no oomph is the perfect. I think no oomph is the perfect term for that.
It's whatever that is. If you'd understand if you play the game, as this is super dangerous for the Rangers. They do get a 50 that goes back middle as well. Debu does get a touch. Ghosty now, big 50 from his own corner. TKD Ooh. With the shot and the read. What a shot from a huge bounce. TKD was up and ready for that one immediately, and pretty much puts the dagger into the hearts of the Flyers.
Yeah, super favorable bounce for the Rangers there. If that bounces off the sidewall instead of the corner, it's not nearly as dangerous, but TKD read it well, able to get to that ball first, and puts that one home as the Flyers are trying to get one here. Debu able to get it past the last defender, but not on target. Chief Beef plays this one off the side. Debu 50s it well, but no follow-up from the teammate. Ghosty trying to get this on target, takes the control that he has been taking all day. TKD almost able to get one in himself there, but plays it down well for Ghosty. Ghosty able to get the 5th one for the Rangers, as they're going to be able to take this series. Only 22 seconds left. This one's a lost cause for the Flyers, but I just want to give all props to the Rangers because, man, they played so well. Their offense was so patient. You don't see that very often at this level. Most teams will just run and gun, try to play as fast as they can, hit as many simple shots as they can on target, but Rangers did the exact opposite, just waited for things to come to them. So much patience. I love the way they played this series.
Yep, took a little bit, but established that the threat of the possession. They started with faking, taking low 50s.
What's up, brother?
And then is Ghosty in the call immediately after?
What's up, brother?
As Ghosty and the Rangers, Ghosty, walk us through that Game 4 win.
That Game 4 win, all that took was just some vibes, TKD being the leader, the dad of the group, you could say. Just being confident, having fun with the game, you just play it better, He's like, you know what, just let them pass the ball to us and we'll just score. It's kind of how it works. You're just having a jolly good time in that game.
Yeah, the vibes, immaculate for the Rangers, as that'll do it for Game 4, and coming up, it'll be the Burnsville Inferno taking on the Duluth Superiors. We'll get to you guys back when that match is set up and ready to go.
I've been feeling just a little bit low. Got to get back to the show and we'll fly. You don't have to feel like you're on your own. No one should have to dance alone, not tonight. You and me, we're gonna write a little history. You and me, just show me love and then you'll see. Memories that we make, they are never gonna fade for a lifetime. We don't give no shade if you wanna hide away. We just have to find a place that can fuse up in the memory bank. I've been looking for somebody to make memories in the bank forever in time. There's no reason to be hard to find, 'cause we've already lost our mind. You and me, we're gonna write a little history. You and me, just show me love and then you'll see. Memories that we make, they are never gonna fade for a lifetime.
Welcome back to some Rising Star gameplay, MCS gameplay. I'm joined now by Ghosty. I'm Clash. Ghosty, great win in that last series. You want to talk about that one real quick?
Yeah, I mean, a newly formed team, obviously, gonna make a little bit more changes, sadly, with Iwu, our third place. But just having a Rising Star, just having a good time is all you really need to perform and play well. Anything you want to say about that game?
Yeah, I know you mentioned to me that you were kind of like letting them hit it to you. That's exactly what we noticed. Just kind of letting the play come to you and then capitalizing off that. I love the way you guys played that series. Great gameplay going on there. Very high level gameplay. I loved it. But we got this next one coming up here as we're about to get into the game is Burnsville Inferno versus Duluth Superiors. Both of these teams just came out of Game 5 wins earlier today. So both teams looking to continue that. Burnsville Inferno are now 6-6. Duluth Superiors are 7-5. The Superiors have a completely different roster than they did during their major run, but they did win the major. So this roster trying to continue that success that the old roster had.
It is already starting out here. Shaco with the goal, running out very well here for the Inferno. Getting that pressure off early. They think they're a great pass out mid, just goes right into Shaco's hand.
Yeah, Inferno able to get the first one here. Doesn't like us talking about Superiors, so but one thing that's important to mention, looks like the Superiors are playing with a sub, Bladed Bay, in for Z-Small, so that could make a big impact here, as Bladed Bay doesn't want there to be any impact, as he's able to get the goal for the Superiors.
Bladed Bay is still a very good sub here, a great player overall, played for a long time. Just very solid overall player we'd love to have on your team. One right back out here. Past matchups, Clash, you want to talk about those for the Inferno?
Yeah, so last week Inferno, they lost in a sweep to the Rangers, which was unfortunate, but they were able to take it against Derecho in 5. Superiors last week, they lost to the Steelhawks in 4 and beat the wow, that's not right. Beat someone else in 5. I wrote down the Superiors, but that makes no sense because they are the Superiors. So, but both teams going 1-1 last week. So both teams trying to get things rolling a little bit more than they have, but Shig trying to push this one forward to the Superiors, but not able to. Bladed, left alone on defense. Lots of space though. Able to get it clear, but right to the waiting hands of Paul. Paul almost able to get a double tap there. That would have been huge. Juxo tries to take some control there. Is able to until it demoed out, but it doesn't matter anyway. Juxo is able to get the goal here. I want to see how this happened. I wasn't able to see because the demo smoke. Oh, ends up being a bit of an own goal through the demo. That's really unfortunate there for the Inferno, but Superiors will take that one.
Hey, just hate to see that. Just an unfortunate can't see the ball moment there. They'll for sure bounce back from that though. Now we have Shaco trying to take possession here. A little bit of confusion from the Inferno, looks like. They cleared out pretty well into the hands of Shig. Into a solo play here, and Jigsaw going for a bump. Does not get it over. Shig just takes it himself over too with the air dribble. That's all it really took. Does not need the bump from Jigsaw at all. Jigsaw just messes the ball up enough to let Shig get over it.
What a beautiful little air dribble there from Shig. I am curious. I know we're a little ways into this one, so it's we have a little bit more information than we normally do when making predictions. But I'm curious, who do you have going in this one? I believe I have the Inferno. I'm gonna take him in 4 before this series, but it's making me doubt it with how this game is going.
I also believe Inferno takes it, but I think I'm gonna go game 5 here. You know, Shaco, I believe he was a sub to start out with. This comes up, I believe he's a great player at Champ 3 GC1 level, and he's kind of the solid on this team along with Paul. I think they'll be able to take it in game 5 here.
Yeah, Slay Panther was challenger earlier this season. A lot of experience at a high level, so it's a very dangerous team in this Inferno, and as well as Superior's having to play with the sub. That being said, both teams coming off a win, so Superior's have proved that they can win already today. So we'll see, as well as they are winning this game right now. If they can hold on to this one, it's going to be a huge momentum boost for them this series. As they're trying to get another one here. They don't need another one, but they're really wanting it. 2 minutes left, plenty of time left for the Inferno to come back, but Superior's trying to close this one out really well. Juxo able to get a big demo here. Shig not quite able to get this one on target. That was an open net, not able to get the power he wanted. Juxo leaving this one alone, as this one could be dangerous now, coming the other way, but dealt well with by the Superiors.
Yeah, this is an unfortunate open net misplay leads right back into the hands of the Inferno. You see Paul up for the aerial here. Almost gets a shot on that. Shaco trying to keep it in as much as possible, but Paul with no boost is not going to be able to do that. So back in the hands of Slay Panther. Back in the air, gets the beat on Bladed Bay. Big lashback, gets the mid boost. Slay Panther with a last minute touch off the wall. Able to beat Chig, and now not a lot of threatening offense here from the Inferno, but we'll love to see it just being able to get cleared out.
Couple double commits in a row there from the Superiors. It's not going to amount to anything for the Inferno, but things like that could cause opportunities later. As Inferno are trying to turn this one back upfield, but they're stuck on their own half right now. Juxo just trying to keep the pressure going as Slay Panther trying to get it out. Shig tries to get a middle, not able to make contact. Bladed able to get this one middle, but not quite on target. Dealt well with by the Inferno on defense, but they need to not be on defense. They need to get this thing on offense. Shaco trying to make that happen, not able to get past the midfield of Shig. Shig able to beat the defender and able to get this one on target. Top middle of the net, just powerful shot from Shig. 4-1 right now for the Superiors.
It kind of looked like a communication error from Slay Panther and Paul there. Slay Panther probably think Paul's a little bit closer to that ball, gets the bang, but he does not, and it ends up going to the Duluth there. Looking like Duluth is going to take it pretty handily here in game one. But let's see, nothing's impossible with this amount of time left.
Yeah, it's still 30 seconds. Sorry.
Getting the shot off in net. Jigsaw, right falls right in the hand Jigsaw. Paul gets the back left boot, trying to get the save, does not get the best touch. Back going mid. Trying to get the offense going, but Duluth just shutting everything down at this moment. Almost a great shot there. But it is an open net. Slay Panther has 0 boost to get up there. Tries to get it back down mid. Might Paul get the shot. Double commit coming off of the Inferno. Still not being able to equalize or get anywhere close to that at all. And it ends up being a 4-1 in the hands of Duluth.
Yeah, can't blame them for double committing there at the very end. They have to get the goal right then. They really had to get it 20 seconds before then, but doesn't hurt anything to throw everything at it there. But Superior's able to take this one down. Solid play from them. I feel like it wasn't any straight big outplays from the Superiors. They just played a more solid game, less mistakes, and at this level it's going to get you wins if you just play a more solid game, and they were able to do that one.
Yeah, sometimes it's all it takes. Just try not to beat yourself is one of the hardest things to do in this game. That's what the Inferno did here in game. But see what we can happen here in game 2. In the middle-ish kickoff. See what happens. They going off. So takes the ball off the right wall. Paul sends it right back into there. Ball's right in the hands of Bladed Bay. Trying to take his time here. Shaco with the first man challenge. Gets the fake. Slay Panther puts it back off the wall. Tries to get a double commit coming out of here from Duluth. Not a lot of mayhem happening. A lot of just unthreatening offense, what you call it. But now we see here with the Inferno trying to get it back. Shig says, heck no. Sends it right back to the Duluth side. No, I'm just seeing a lot of shots here, but not a lot of accuracy or boost plays coming out here. As I say that, never mind. Paul with a beautiful pass coming from Shaco. Right off the backboard, Paul's in the great spot to collect it. Looks like Shaco tried to take a shot there, but it just missed and went right in the ball.
Juxo not able to deal with that pass well. It went off his own backboard. He was hoping for a shot, but not really expecting it. I was going to say that Inferno not really able to punish the mistakes that Spears making. They made a couple in a row, and it just went away from them. But this one almost on target from Paul, as they do have the lead now because they were able to finally make a play of their own. Not really as much of a mistake from Spears, just a great play from the Inferno there. Juxo trying to take control of this one. Very low boost as he finally gets the corner boost. No pressure coming out from the Inferno there. I would love to see some pressure coming out for Inferno because Superiors were so low on boost. Paul tried to take a quick shot there, not quite able to get past the defender as Shig's able to get past the defender. This one's going to be an open net. He's on 0 boost, but still able to get past.
Shig just kind of falls down on the ball there. Slave Panther obviously not expecting that. It's the wide open net.
Yeah, he'll take those because I don't know if it was totally calculated falling on that ball, but that last touch was all he really needed to get past him. As Slave Panther now takes it to the sidewall, able to get a little bit of control here, not able to get the follow-up touch that he wanted. Shaco almost gets demoed, but able to beat a defender anyway. Slave Panther, not the touch he wanted. Bit of a double commit there, though, from the Superiors. That could have been a great offensive opportunity. Falls by the wayside now. Paul just kind of backflipping around the ball, but it's working out. Some midfield presence coming out from the Inferno. Demo coming out as well. Paul takes control here. Does not take control. He just takes a fast shot, and Bladed Bay not ready for it. And it's 2-1 now.
And just as it feels faster there, Paul, Bladed Bay thinks Falls to take the slow touch, but Shig's right on him, but instead he just shoots right over the open net, and not able to get back to that one. And now Inferno up 2-1. Big jump I'm seeing here in the gameplay from game 1 to game 2. A lot of the shots connecting, beautiful passing play we saw earlier. These demos, though, I think these are going to make and break the game. The falls right back to the Slave Panther after the demo. The waterfall, Shig almost own goals off his own crossbar, pull up for the shot. No one there from Inferno to equalize, and all 3 players low on boost, taking it back into their half. So trying to go for the challenge, gets it up. Third double commit coming from the Inferno. So passes to Shake up mid. Beats one. Drixo with one-on-one. Slave Panther, no boost. It's the fake. Shaco lands on his own teammate.
Oh my.
Triple commit own goal kind of there. Whole lot of chaos, ends up inside their own net.
Nobody rotating to the outside. Everyone going straight back through the middle. And that just caused some chaos on the rotation back. And it ends up being an own goal as it's sitting tantalizingly on their own line. Everyone trying to get the save, nobody able to. This one falls in as Superiors will thank their lucky stars that one makes its way in. Now Superiors want to get one of their own, one that they cause. Double commit coming out from them though. Both teams are getting a little antsy. I feel like Inferno are playing a cleaner game other than that own goal. Triple commit own goal, let me say that. Juxo puts this one middle, no one there for his team. Paul trying to get some middle, not able to get a demo that he was looking for. Rotating out, taking the boost. Juxo, big bump from him. Trying to get some control here, but he's backwards, not able to get the control he wants. Paul doing it all on his own, on his half. No one middle for him. Double commit there from the Inferno, but is able to make contact as Slave Panther. Bladed, trying to get this one middle, no one waiting there. Good patience from the Superiors. That probably wasn't going to be an opportunity anyway. Big demo there from Shaco. This could be an opportunity now. Not quite on target. Bladed beats the last defender, but Shaco is able to retreat in time. And lots of physical play coming out from both squads, really. And it looks like mostly the Inferno, though. They're getting a lot of opportunities because of it.
Yeah, just both these teams having 3 solid overall players. It helps the entire team overall. But I'm seeing from Bladed Bay here, the sub, besides that goal in game 1, not being able to contribute a lot into the gameplay. We see here, less than 100 points, only a minute left. You don't like to see that at all, Krashta. This is with the Burnsville pressure here. Never mind, Deleuze says heck no. Bladed Bay has 0 boost, gets a flick way over the net. Shea tries to get it back mid, but no one will be there for the shot for Deleuze. A lot of chaos happening here in this final 2 minutes. So beats his own teammate. Beats one again from Burnsville. Another double commit coming from Burnsville. Still waiting mid for that pass. Shea not having one to boost, trying to get a bang. All up for no reason in my opinion. But we see goes back mid for Shaco. Slay Panther almost there to collect, but not anything happening. Paul back for a 0 boost. Hangs it back in the open net. Blade Bay might not be able to get there with the little boost he has. Almost gets the save, and Blade Bay slots it top right.
Yeah, Blade Bay. Sorry.
Own goals in this game.
Yeah, Blade Bay not able to reach that one. It was so close. Not able to get it cleared. Hits it off the post. And like you said, kind of slots it in his own corner. But he's just so awkward. Shig trying to get this one forward now. They need to get one here. Juxo almost able to. Not quite able to get this one away. Bladed. Pushes this one forward, but he needs to get some control there. No control coming out. This one goes down, and Inferno take this one. It is 1-1 series now.
Yeah, beautiful game there from both teams. Inferno with that amazing passing play, and new, just the bumps and demos helped them out so much, and the unfortunate own goals. Unfortunate. They're gonna get a new server here, so.
Yeah, but well done by the Inferno for taking that one back. I feel like it was kind of superior shooting themselves in the foot, though. It seemed like a lot of double commits coming out from them, a lot of mistakes. Like you mentioned, Bladed Bay is the sub, but I did see a decent amount of mistakes from him, double commits. It might not have always been his fault. It might have been his teammates, but he was usually involved in it. So that kind of pattern makes me worried. There might not be the comms that are needed there. Something going on with the rotation, but they proved that they can do it in game 1. So I'm just trying to look to see if they can bring it back.
And Bladed Bay obviously sub up to a higher level as a sub in the Rising Star. You're gonna want to prove yourself. You want to get the amazing passing players and the goals and all that. Sometimes all you need is just that simple Rocket League, this teamwork, team plays, and that's what I saw out of Inferno. Surprisingly, Keiko and Paul really stepping up this series, in my opinion. Just getting the pressure on. Slay Panther being that more defensive third man. All it really takes for the Inferno to get that game 2 W.
Yeah, I'm loving the way I'm looking at Paul. I love the way he's played. Very fast playstyle from Paul coming out right now. He's not controlling it as much as sometimes I'd like, but he's finding those gaps in the defense, banging it into those open spots, and able to follow it himself. So it's kind of a weird way to control it, not keeping it close to your car, but just playing it in an open space. Able to get a lot of pressure via that playstyle. Let me check something real quick. I'll pass this one off to you, but I think I could be wrong. Yeah, I'll let you pass this one off. I'm looking something up real quick.
Alright, sounds good. Paul gets an amazing save there. Like you said, Paul being that more hard carry-ish fast player, you're going to need a Rising Star to get those W's. But as it's in their half right now, a lot of pressure coming up from Duluth. Jigsaw misses the shot. Another double connect from Inferno. But Paul gets it over with the air dribble. Almost misses the open net, and Slay Panther misses the open net. Weird bounce off the post. Paul last back with 0 against Bladed Bay. Misses. Bladed Bay also misses. Great challenge there from Paul. Panther off his own backboard here. Trying to get a pinch. Beats Juxo. Passes it out mid. Keiko gets the beat on. Bladed Bay gets the beat. Back out into the Duluth half. Juxo trying to keep control, but it goes right into Slay Panther. It's bumped off by Juxo. Keiko trying to get a shot of his own. Misses it wide. Slay Panther's there. Puts it high. And Shig trying to collect off the left wall here. Trying to get that pressure out and trying to build up the offense of their own. Still 0-0 here. Paul maybe gets a double tap. Open it for Shaco. Gets the angles. Slay Panther another shot. And finally puts it away. Only took around 17 shots for Inferno. But that pressure is building up. All defenses crack eventually. Someone makes a mistake, and it's taking that boost. All they needed.
Yeah, well done there. Great pressure from the Inferno. And what I was looking up there, I realized it like as we were talking about him. Shaco's the sub for Inferno. The Inferno are also playing with the sub. I didn't realize for a long time because Shaco's been looking real good for the Inferno. Connecting on that last play, getting that assist. As Paul tries to get it middle for Shaco. This one's not quite on target. Shaco didn't have enough boost to get as low as he needed to. Great opportunity there. Goes by the wayside. Slay Panther trying to keep this one out. But yeah, as I was saying, Shaco is the sub for Inferno as well. Both teams playing with the sub, both teams getting the victory with the sub in their previous series. So yeah, their subs both performing quite well for them. But Inferno right now have the lead 1-0 as they're trying to hold on defense right now.
Yeah, like you said, I just believe Shaco moved up, but he makes the miss there and Jigsaw gets the wide open net. What I was saying, Shaco also played, I believe, both games last week, so he might just be kind of that spot filler player that you have that listed as a sub, but he's playing up. Maybe that third man has some issues, Wi-Fi, doesn't know, but Shaco playing very well here in this game, but Jigsaw gets that wide open net after he misses. Shaco going up here, trying to get the 50 with Shig. It's a 50 out middle. Jigsaw collects. All up already. Jigsaw gets the beat. Now a 0 boost, trying to land on it. Awkward touch. Slay Panther not ready for it. Shaco does an immediate challenge. No fear out of him. Slay Panther trying to get the bump, and it's a shot from Shaco. Thought it was a pass, but Slay Panther just going for that bump. Maybe faking out Bladed Bay. Works out for the Inferno.
Yeah, Slay Panther, I wouldn't even be surprised if he still had ball cam on that whole time and just sat himself in front of the ball. That's sometimes the best way to bump there. And yeah, just never really planned on hitting the ball there. As Juxo gets a kickoff goal here. Great control from him.
Maybe that Slay Panther kickoff there, not the most consistent, obviously. Ball not able to get back there as you turn upfield instead of back towards his own net. Obviously, just not expecting your teammate to miss the ball and kick off. Kind of the hardest thing to do. Shaco gets a back kick off there. Shake almost gets the bump on Slay Panther, but Slay gets a touch out. All awkward and net gets the save. Somehow Shaco rebound. No one there to collect. It's right back to Shig. Goes up for the shoulder play. Shaco backflips. Paul in the net for the save. Victor trying to collect. Takes the boost from Paul. Pounces immediately back into the corner. Bait bait trying to get a shot out. Shig trying to go immediately here. Shaco says, I'm not taking any of that time. Gets it right back out of his own corner. Paul going fast here like always. Shig kind of passes right to Paul. No boost left for Paul to get that redirect back in the net. But Slay Panther, it's the same exact goal that Shaco did, just a lot more power on it. Kind of unsavable from Jigsaw and Shig as they both have no boost. Paul trying to get that bump on Shig. Messes him up to all that he needs to get that goal.
Yeah, Bladed kind of lost control in the corner there. In fact, if it stayed connected to the wall, it might not have been as dangerous, but because it bounced out, Slay Panther was able to get that angle, and he found that angle, able to get tons of power on it. Juxo wants nothing to do with it as he's trying to get this one back middle. Bladed, put this one high. Not dealt well with by the Inferno, and this one's put away by the Superiors. Bit of a double commit on the back line. Neither make contact, and Shig finds the gap, kind of puts it nearby the defender, but fast enough that it finds its way through.
Yeah, it all started from that Shaco just awkward pass right middle off the backboard, leaving no one to defend that high. But, you know, usually in Rising Star, you just bang the ball away wherever, and it kind of works, but not there. And Shig just sat himself right in front of the net, said, I'm not leaving here. I know what you're going to do. And Shaco just being awkward, it worked up well for the blue. Now we see Shig back on the wall here. Might be trying to get the shot that the Inferno got the last few times. Also not having any of that. It's the shot on the empty net. Jigsaw trying to get a weird turn there and tries to go backwards. And Paul slinging that ball in the back of the net. Always been doing some higher series flash.
Yeah, great speed by Paul there. Like I mentioned earlier, he's just playing so fast. Able to beat the lax defender in Juxo, who's not a slow player at all. Difficult to beat him on defense as Shaco trying to keep this possession midfield, not able to. Slay Panther on the back wall, gets one touch out, but right to the awaiting hands of Juxo. Juxo not able to get the shot he wanted though, kind of lost possession there. Bladed bangs this one forward. Is there someone there? Slay Panther is there, ready to take that. Shig gets some control here, plays at middle, but Bladed was not patient enough. He should have been waiting middle, but not patient there as Shig is trying to get this one clear, isn't able to. Paul gets another one for the Inferno as they have the lead with only 16 seconds left.
Yeah, up by 2. Very good situation for Inferno. They're sharing the ball around. You know, Paul 2 goals, Slay has 2, and Shaco with 1. Both all amazing, but Slay Panther loses that ball back left. Paul tries to get a pass right at Slay Panther. Jigsaw off the ceiling with no boost. And this all they have to do, go all out defense. That's what they're doing. Shaco passes the ball up. 0 seconds, gonna go in the hands of Inferno. Looking like Clash's pick might be up here. Inferno in 4, maybe in 5. We'll see.
Yeah, if they keep playing like they have been, I think I might be right. But like I said earlier, Superiors showed in Game 1 that they can get these wins. They can take this series if they fix some stuff. A little bit more patience from all of them is what I'm really looking for. They can kind of let the play come to them. Like I said before, Paul is banging the ball away a lot, but it's working because he's able to find those gaps in the defense of the Superiors. But if Superiors are waiting back a little bit, letting the play develop, letting it come to them, they can capitalize on that. But right now they're not, and Inferno are finding those gaps.
Yeah, Duluth maybe not being used to a player just having that speed and being able to place the ball wherever he wants to on the field. Paul is exactly that. Great all-around player, fast, hit the ball in the air. No, it doesn't help when both subs are playing not the best, but both teams very solid here going into Game 4. We have Inferno with the immediate pressure from Slay Panther here. Trying to go for a bump on Jigsaw. Gets it. Trying to get awkward. Paul kind of whiffs the ball there. Now it's Shaco back on defense. Tries to collect. Misses. The Slay Panther's there. The back left boost. Trying to go for a solo play. Stuck on the ceiling, unfortunately. Paul goes up. Kind of a double commit from Inferno. No, they're going to run on a boost eventually, Clash. And that's when Boost is breaking Inferno. It's getting those shots when they have no boost. Getting those double commits. Really hurting them.
Yeah, absolutely. You mentioned that you're not super impressed with the subs. I'm really impressed with Shaco, though. I feel like he's played a very good game. Bladed shuts me up and wants me to talk about him being the sub playing a good game because he's able to get this one. Big dunk on Slay Panther. Slay Panther did not think that there was going to be someone challenging him that fast, but there was. Bladed was right on him. This was a slow crawler into their net.
Yeah, just having in Rising Star, just having your first man go for the ball kind of immediately, second man just being kind of further back, works out very well. As we can see here from Shea, just another shot. Amazing save out there from Slay Panther. They go off the backboard, kind of whiffs, maybe gets bumped by Juxo. Paul waits on Bladed Bay, but passes it right to him, looking in the corner. Jake trying to challenge Paul, going out mid. Juxo, awkward aerial. Slay Panther on the backboard. Another double commit from Inferno. And we see Shaco trying to take that top boost, gets bumped away for a Bladed Bay. Both the subs here, like you said, kind of playing a lot better as soon as I said it. It's a bump. Juxo misses the wide open net double. Shaco gets the beat on Bladed Bay. Great save there from them. Another double commit from Inferno. You gotta be thinking, you know, in their comms, we gotta be saying, you know, I got it, you know, be careful, all that stuff. Being the communication is what you need in this game, Clash Tip.
Yeah, absolutely. As Superiors are showing that they have some of it because they have this lead, but it was kind of just based on a 50 on the goal line. But a little bit of a weird rotation there from the Superiors, but it works out well. Shig, 0 boost. Chooses not to press, lets Juxo go, but Juxo's not really close enough to go. Paul trying to get a double tap here, is able to, but not going to be towards the net. Shig, another big clear coming out from the Superiors. Juxo not able to make contact, ran out of boost before he thought he would. Shaco able to hit it once to the midfield, dealt well with by Inferno. All a little awkward there, didn't read the boost as read the play as it was meant to be read. But Paul now has a lot of space. Big demo coming out from Juxo, might leave this one open as Bladed able to get this one away, and catalyst for that one, in my opinion, was that demo from Juxo. Paul left on an island there.
Yeah, looking like game 1 here, just Duluth having so many more shots. You know, Inferno only having 1 shot total in this game 4. That's gonna be death of you. Slay Panther goes for the air dribble here. Tries to get a bump on Bladed Bay, does, but it's a little late. Go up, beat by Juxo. Paul probably gonna go faster like always. Tries to get a shot on net, goes wide in the corner. Juxo calls off Bladed Bay. Not do a lot with the ball, trying to pass it right to Shako. Fine, gets the beat on him. It's right into Paul. Paul sets it all the way down the field. Big with a little awkward touch. Kind of an opening for Slay. Great save by Juxo. We're back on the counterattack for Shake here. Not enough boost, but Juxo, maybe trying to get the pass out mid. Stuck on the wall there, unfortunately. Now, Paul and Chig one-on-one. Gets the touch. Slay gets a great shot, but another great save by Juxo on low boost. And Shako beats his own teammate, and now it's in wide open net for Shig. As he saw the look in his eyes, just kind of gives up as soon as he gets that touch. Not mean to at all. Paul just there, sends up for Shako, unfortunately.
Yeah, rough touch there from Shako. I'm not sure if it's Shako or Shako, but I'm going with Shako because that's what we've been saying. Okay. Because that's what we've been saying most of the series. So
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit of a rough touch there as kind of beats the last man on his own team, like you said. Bladed trying to get this one away, trying to get a fourth, but they don't need a fourth. They just need a hold. But if they can hold on offense, that's all the better, all the more comfortable for them. They have a 3-goal lead right now, and they just have to hold it. 1 minute left, plenty of time though from Inferno. They just have to turn it up here. Paul able to get it forward, but not able to get it past the last defender. Shako trying to get it middle, able to get one more, but Paul not able to get there in time as Slay Panthers trying to turn this one back upfield. Bit of a hard commit from Shig. Not punished out though, as Shig gets this one forward, and Slay Panther tries to get it back. 40 seconds left, and Inferno have to do something now if they want to take this 1-4.
Yeah, like I said, with Duluth having 9 shots and Inferno only having 4, none of them collecting, just great defense coming out of Juxo specifically here. Just a great low boost defensive player looking like here. Ball left him one position. One with Shake. Shake go low. Ball denies. Shake on the backboard. Tries to go early. Need to do something here. Looking like it's gonna fall in the hands of Duluth here. Going to a game 5. So just a great game from Duluth. Looking like what they were. Game 1 crash though.
Yeah, absolutely. Somewhat like you mentioned a couple times, so much more offense coming out from the Superiors. Bit of rotational errors coming out from Inferno, but I feel like that was Superiors just connecting a lot more, finding each other, rotating well, getting those openings, and yeah, Superiors take this one 3-0. Great comeback victory from the last one. Not a comeback in this game, but a comeback in the series a little bit, because the last couple really felt like it was all Inferno, but Superiors finding all the offense in this one.
Yeah, Paul just not being able to get shots on target like he usually does. Kind of, that's what all of Inferno's offense have been, besides those passing plays. But Paul just needs to step up here. A great rebound from Duluth, like you said. You know, it's not about how hard you can hit, but how hard you can like take the hits. You know what I'm saying? But let's see what happens in this game 5 as Paul and Shig looking like to go for the kickoff here. And let's see who wins. Paul tries to get the challenge on Juxo. Juxo gets the free beat. Maybe 2 shots there. Juxo tries to get the shot sent away. Try to have an open net. Paul is there to collect. Greg challenging on 0 boost. Panther left alone. So he gets beat by Juxo. Shako there to collect. Bangs it back in the corner. Shig with awkward shot. Paul sends it kind of on net there. Juxo gonna be kind of awkward. Might miss. Not great demo by Paul. Maybe they're not being able to put it on target. Neither is Shako. 3 shots coming out here. Another one. And that's what the open net from Slay Panther. Great demo from Paul starts all that. And a great beat by Shako.
Yeah, great speed there by Inferno. Bit of a miss coming out from Shig on the back line. It was such an important touch, but a very difficult read. Just not quite able to make the contact that he wanted with the ball. And Inferno will take that, but it was mostly Inferno just keeping that pressure on. Paul trying to go low on that shot. That would have been crazy if he was able to get that one in. Not able to make contact though. Shig not able to make the double tap, and Juxo not quite able to get that one on target. The story of not quite on that play, as Superiors really want that one back. They had such great opportunities there. Juxo trying to delay the press from Inferno, is able to. This one falls in the midfield. Bladed Middle met by Slay Panther. Shig, another 50 in the midfield. Bladed takes this one over. He's 0 boost though. He's not going to be able to do a whole lot with that, but Shaco goes missing. Juxo able to take control of it. 0 boost though. The other team doesn't know that though, as he tries to get this one middle, and it does fall pretty dangerously. Dealt well with though by Slay Panther. Shig plays this for himself on the sidewall. Has plenty of time and he knows it, but he is low on boost. Can't do much about it. Paul able to take control here. Plays this one down. Juxo dealt well with it, as this one is a bit of back and forth. Lots of offense coming out from both teams, I feel like. Superiors only have 1 shot so far this game, but I feel like both teams have had chances.
And it's a great defense started from Burnsville. Switching teams here from Duluth being a great defensive team. Going to Burnsville. Bladed Bay, a great shot saved by a pre-jump Slay Panther on 0 boost, but still all that pressure on Duluth. It's sent back out by Slay Panther. Daco trying to chase down 0 boost here. Makes a man miss. Bladed Bay, he's back in the corner. Shot out there from Burnsville. Slay Panther gets kind of an awkward touch. Shaco in a one-on-one. Paul trying to get back as fast as he can. Jake tries to go high. Paul jumps. Right. Kind of floats it mid for Juxo. It's a great save there from Slay Panther, but another double commit. You gotta think, they have no boost. They've got to crack immediately, but Shaco gets the beat on Shig. It's the fake on Bladed Bay, and the battle of the subs. Who wins? It's Shaco. Great open net there after he gets a great fake.
Oh my goodness, what a play from Shaco. Nothing Bladed can really do there. He has to know that the shot can come out, so he's going for that hit. But no shot came out, and Shaco just mind games that defense. Oh, but he might be a little overcommitted here on defense. Is able to get back to it though. That could have been dangerous though. Shaco trying to press this one forward. They have the 2-goal lead. They don't need any more, but he's trying to get another one. This one almost falls in, just not quite able to get beneath the crossbars. So close on the 50. Paul just trying to keep this one forward. 2 minutes left. They have a 2-goal lead. At this point, they can hold, but I'm sure they don't want to. They want another one.
Yeah, you gotta think Shaco, he's feeling himself. He's in that flow state. But as we see another double commit, Paul sending it out mid for Juxo. Juxo, no boost. Slay Panther, another pre-jump, 0 boost aim. Jig gets the miss on the redirect there. And sent back to Inferno. Jig trying to get it again. Another double commit. Bladed Bay not having enough boost to get there. And Paul sends it away. The shot here from Juxo. Shaco awkward in net. Jig plays it top left. Gets it right over Shaco. Is not expecting 70 billion shots in a row there, Clash. But that's all it took was just being backwards in net, being awkward. That's the goal for Shig.
Yeah, there was just like 2 or 3 double commits in a row there from the Inferno that left them so low boost, and they just couldn't get in positions to get a good clear because they were so low boost. And those comms have to be coming out from the Inferno because that's going to leave those opportunities open from the Superiors, and Superiors have shown that they can get those opportunities in if they are given them. And they were right there, as this one's now only a 1-goal game. Inferno want to bring it back to a 2-goal game as they're trying to press on offense here, but dealt well with by Superiors. Juxo able to get 1 touch, not able to get it past the defender as Paul tries to get it forward. Shig playing through the midfield, kind of gives it away, but not dealt well as well with as Inferno had hoped. Dealt well with on midfield here. Excuse me. Juxo beats the last defender. It almost able to get this one on target, but it doesn't need to. Bladed Bay there for it. This one's tied up. We only have 47 seconds left in this game, and it's a game 5. This one couldn't be any closer.
Those double commits, painful to watch from Burnsville, and Bladed Bay gets his get back from being big to the moon. And now 2 goals, game 5. Probably next goal wins here, Clash. Slay Panther gets faced by Bladed Bay with no boost. And no one there for the shot. Juxo to collect. Shaco, great 0 boost save. Jig might be missing this ball off mid. To the right wall. Ball goes early. Juxo tries to send it right back. Ball trying to get that mid left boost from him. Slay Panther in net. Shaco kind of double commits again. Does not have any boost still. Paul in net, having the jump. Does it to the right wall. Now, Slay Panther up. So, a lot of pressure coming from Blue, but not a lot of boost for them to finish it with. They needed to be rotating back, get the boost, how to recover. All off the backboard, it's a banger touch. Slay Panther trying to get there. So place it off the wall, right in Slay Panther. Shaco there for the shot, and it's in! 3 seconds left. Shaco gets another beautiful goal there, Right place, right time. Great challenge from Slay Panther. Shaco gets the beat on Bladed Bay. Battle of the subs has been this series, and Shaco looks like Mike is gonna come out on top.
What a read by Shaco, but Superiors are trying to get this one back right now. They have to get a good kickoff. This one is going to just barely stay up. Paul wants nothing to do with it. Shig able to keep this one up, not able to follow it himself though. Bladed not able to reach this one, and Inferno will take it. As you said, Shaco, different S name. Shaco was able to be the clutch factor there. What a huge read for him with only 3 seconds left, giving his team the lead. 3-2, and that Inferno will take this series in 5. Great prediction there, Ghosty. What a series, and like you said, Battle of the Subs. Shaco came out on top.
That's ice right there. That's class. A great gameplay from Shaco and all around. Paul, Slay Panther had all of them had 500 points that last game. Offensive masterclass coming from Burnsville with the amazing fake, and then from Shaco, and then another beautiful shot from him as well. Great series overall, Clasha. Glad I got the prediction right in 5, and very entertaining.
Yeah, it was a great series. I'm so glad we got to watch that one, because that couldn't have been more back and forth, more exciting. But up next, we got some more Rising Star action as I pull up which match we're going to, and it is going to be Bemidji versus Rochester. So, 2 teams that I rate very highly, and in the standings, Rochester isn't doing as well, but Bemidji's still doing pretty well. 2 fairly middle of the pack teams, but this should be a pretty good one, and I'm excited to watch that one. I won't be casting it, but I'll still be watching it in the background. But that'll do it for me on here. I know you're going to be casting this next one, but yeah, let's throw it to a quick break. Don't go anywhere.
Get it while it's hot. I carried you home, taking all the weight off your shoulders. Now we're long gone, falling into 1 year older. It's funny how our love began when I was sober. Now I stumble in a room where nobody else cares. Now I'm in two minds thinking about you. I'm in two minds thinking whether I'm too kind to give you all of my truth. I'm in two minds thinking. Now I'm in two minds thinking about you. I'm in two minds thinking whether I'm too kind to give you all of my truth. I'm in two minds thinking. We've been knocked down way too many times, and now my tries deja vu round, spinning me into another lost time. Tell me where this road will end before I drive over the edge. Give me one break to recover myself, because I can't bear. Now I'm in two minds thinking about you. I'm in two minds thinking whether I'm too kind to give you all of my truth. I'm in two minds thinking. Now I'm in two minds thinking about you. I'm in two minds thinking whether I'm too kind to give you all of my truth. I'm in two minds thinking.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the final matchup of the night. It's going to be the Bemidji Lumberjacks going up against the Rochester Rhythm. And Joined alongside me here once again. Was with Clash last time. It's Ghosty. We were completely glazing, if that's what you want to call it, your team against who'd you guys play? Whoever you 1-4 against.
St. Cloud.
St. Cloud. But it's cool to see another player in the casting booth. As you're almost as, you know, legendary as myself in the player department. But yeah, like, do you just like go for clips in like all 3 leagues? Okay, wait, can we pause? Like Fiddlesticks, what car is that? Is that the new one?
I don't know about the all 3 leagues, but I did peek on Stewie, if that means anything. Hold that above his head as we get right into this matchup. It's Bemidji versus Rochester. Well, do you have any predictions going into this series here?
Well, I see Bloodat and Lord on the same team, so I'm thinking Rhythm.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Endeavors, but he's scoring already, so...
Yeah, I'm also
right
saying
shot.
Rhythm right in 3, and they get this done pretty quickly. No hate to CTN or Fiddlesticks at all, or Benny Straw, obviously, my goat. But, you know, just a great team coming out here from Rochester. I don't know if it's newly formed, but I haven't seen Endeavor at all. Get right into another shot from Lord here. Right over, great save by CTN as Bemidji kind of struggling early in this game. It's been pretty early, but right as I say that, Endeavors gets another bump and Bloodat an easy kind of goal. This nice little flick right over CTN.
Yeah, good pop-up from Bloodat on target. Forces CTN to jump. Almost still saved it after Endeavors just completely pre-jumped a bump there and got it. And Rhythm up 2-0 within the first minute. And, I mean, CTN, the reigning Rising Star champion, originally on... oh, dear, what were they? Duluth? I can't remember what team they were on, but they won it last season as a Lord off the ceiling as another touch bar down and in. The Rhythm look unstoppable. Shy Guy on the cam, I don't know what's happening, but the Rhythm are up 3.
Yeah, kind of an own goal there from CTN, I think. Just kind of bounces out right off his car he thought it was in. A little panic touch coming out of him. Fiddlesticks kind of not doing a lot of here, not a lot of there, but in a kind of a cool looking, nice little car. So he needs some style points for that. Fiddlesticks going for that challenge on Endeavors. Kind of passes it right to CTN, but he has no boost in the backboard. Bloodat challenging in the quarter. Great challenge there. And a balls Lord. Great pinch coming from Lord and Bloodat. They're looking unstoppable. They couldn't even forfeit it with a rank game already. But great passing plays. Endeavors just sitting there watching. You know, my feet up, relaxing. Great plays already from Rhythm.
And Bloodat's mewing on the camera, and they're up 4. As minute 30 gone. Do see some defense here though, but Endeavors, nice touch out, gonna pop this one towards Bloodat. It's a good pass. It's gonna be a counter attack goal. No, Lord gets back in time just barely. As Endeavors now to the backboard. CTN gonna kick this one out, but just gives it right back to Lord. Lord shot on target. Bendy uses every last bit of boost that they have as the Rhythm get back onto offense. And at this point, I don't want them to score anymore. I just want to save the time that I have of tonight, because I feel like they can run up 8-9 goals in this game 1. I mean, they're on pace for it, and it's not a good sign if you're Bemidji. Once I saw Bloodat, Lord on the same team, and first time seeing Endeavors for me, and they look great. So, Rhythm looking super scary right now.
A great speed coming out of Rhythm. Just undeniable pressure. Just have to get those shots on target. And that's what they've been doing. Endeavors left alone in net there. Gets an awkward kind of save. Right up to Benny Straw. Shut down by Endeavors immediately. His boost kind of taken. Fiddlesticks going for a challenge, gets beat by Lord. Lord has no boost on the right wall. Endeavors kind of gets a miss. Benny shot, kind of an open net. No boost to convert with, though. Gets sent right back on mid. Benny shot trying to go for a bump. Bloodout's already in the air. And Lord tries to pass it over to Bloodout. Endeavors there instead. This passing play is Lord and Endeavors just out here having fun with the game. Just absolutely destroying Bemidji in this game 1.
It was a passing play to 2 of his teammates, but the net was open regardless. And it's 5-0 in game number 1, and there's still 2 minutes left. Bemidji have yet to score or have any answer to the Rhythm, and I don't know what you do because Bloodat has proven he can be a solid challenger player. Lord has as well, and they're both in Rising Star, so there's a bit of an issue there. We got 2 challenger players in Rising Star, and Endeavors is looking like a solid player right now as well. And you're gonna instantly play better when you have great teammates around you. That's just how this game works. As CTN just gonna chip that one over into open space. Didn't have a teammate, didn't have an angle at the net to really shoot at, as Bemidji's looking for anything, just can't get past kickoff. They're just constantly on defense as CTN shot off the post. It's gonna be over Fiddlesticks. I mean, this Bemidji team made top 4 in that Major 1. But right now, I mean, the Rhythm are just destroying them right now. And, I mean, looking at the standings, Rochester all the way down at 11th, but of course this team is different. They made some big moves, and Bemidji's currently sitting at 5th, so Rochester, I think they've definitely got the team to at least make top 8, if not even higher. Especially if they perform well in that second major. Bendy, can they get anything to go? They just cannot. The Lumberjacks might just be scoreless here in game 1.
Yeah, another goal coming up from Lord in the final 10 seconds. This team's looking unstoppable. Playing like having fun. CTN just gets absolutely dusted. Not expecting Lord to have 13 extra touches, but he gets the wide open net after getting the beat on CTN. Going into this game 2, I'm not changing my predictions at all. I feel like Rhythm, they cannot be stopped in this series. They're feeling themselves. As we say that, Lord kind of gets an awkward miss, and that's going to be 0 seconds. Going into this game 2, Rhythm has nothing to lose. They're going to keep this pressure on Wolf, and it's not going to be close in my opinion again.
Yeah, I mean, there haven't been opportunities to really make mistakes. Maybe, you know, one missed shot is your mistake for the Rhythm. They went 6 for 8 as a team. Held Lumberjacks to only 3 shots, no goals to come of it. And even if we see some weakness on, I mean, they could let in a couple open nets, and when you're playing like that, it doesn't really matter. But typically, you know, after game 1 and big blowouts like that, we usually see the score start to lower quite a bit, and it becomes a closer game. We're gonna have to see if the Lumberjacks can take anything from that game 1 and make this a closer game, because that was unwinnable from the get-go. And right now, with, I mean, the way that the Rochester Rhythm were controlling the offense in that game, I mean, we saw barely any Bemidji offense, and with low, I mean, the passing plays, they can send all 3 at the same time. That's a great response, though, from the Lumberjacks. Bendy Straw off the pass from CTN, making it work with a 1-2 punch.
Yeah, on paper, both these teams looking very stacked, but CTN and Bendy Straw, a very good duo here. As you said, top 4 in that major. I believe they beat Hibbing Rising Star on us, kind of a close series there, game 5. But, you know, these past games for both these teams, both of them coming off a win. But we'd like to see how this game 2 comes up, with Fiddlesticks being left alone on the backboard, CTN having to waste that boost and jump. Don't want to see that. Lord is putting so much pressure on this Bemidji team, having so much trouble. Fiddlesticks kind of being awkward in that corner. Sent out by Bloodat. right into Endeavors. It's kind of an awkward shot into Bendy. Bendy just plays it to himself. ETN cuts Bendy. Now Bendy, it's a great challenge, sends it off, gets the boost, steals it from Bloodat. Bloodat on the backboard with 0. Kind of an awkward double commit, but not really, as Endeavors makes a great recovery. Now Bloodat off the ground, tries to double tap, does not, gets the reset off the post 3 times. Now Lord Bloodat double committing. Another double commit from Fiddlesticks and Bloodat, but Endeavors is going to clean this up. Try and go for another aerial player of his own. Full field, but beats ETN. Not enough boost. Bendy Straw says heck no. And Bloodat with a great shot, save, and then gets the rebound. Just like, Fiddlesticks tries to put a hand up, but it's sent absolutely right back by Bloodat. Never mind, he doesn't even get a touch off the post. So it's a great read. Wolf, that's just, you don't like to see that if you're Bemidji.
Yeah, no, you get the 1 goal at the start of the game. It's a nice passing play, and then Bloodat just completely peeks on you, and it's a double that it's so difficult to put away. That's a great pass from Lord. Connects with Bloodat again, and it's now 2 back-to-back goals for the Rhythm, and they just look so on point right now. I mean, that's what you're gonna get when you have 2 players of that skill level. And I mean, you've got Endeavors looking for physicality, shots of his own. I mean, what are you supposed to do if you're the Lumberjacks?
I mean, I don't think there is anything. Trying to bang that ball away as soon as you can isn't going to help when Endeavors is that 3rd man half the time. Takes it up. It's great passes to Lord, but, you know, if you're Bemidji, you got to, like, try and play this game at your own pace, trying to slow it down. Lord and Bloodat, not very much used to that. As you said, both Chow players tell very much a faster league than Rising Star. The CTN and Bendy having to compensate for Fiddlesticks half the time isn't going to help. And Bendy Straw, as I say that, does not think Fiddlesticks is going to miss. He thinks he's going to get that challenge, but he's caught off guard right by Lord. But you don't like to see that if you're Bemidji. Now you're down 2 goals with 3 minutes left against a very good team.
Yep, the Rhythm scored 3 straight. And the Bemidji goal, I guess, doesn't matter as of yet, because the Rhythm are back onto offense here. Bloodat for CTN. Player that is a very good foundational player. Can he hard carry against Bloodat and Lord? I don't think I could. I don't think a lot of people could. It's going to be super difficult to, I mean, it's CTN and Bendy had a really nice passing play, but to have that space again, when the Rhythm are constantly on offense, it's a rarity, and the Rhythm are not giving them any space as Lord's gonna remove CTN from the pitch. Endeavors pops it up. Bloodat in the way as well. Look, maybe looking for a pass, maybe looking for a bump. Could be all of the above, as the Rhythm are still on offense and keep putting on the pressure.
Yeah, like you said, only 1 mistake made by this Rhythm team. You look at the scoreboard, Bendy Straw, only 1 shot for the entire Bemidji team, ends up in a goal. But with his unrelenting pressure from Lord, it's just going to be so hard to get any shots off. Fiddlesticks, a great challenge there, sends the ball up back mid to Lord. Lord gets an awkward shot to the left. ETN sends it out, off the wall, beats Endeavors, and we're going to be there. Bendy Straw goes fast. Fiddlesticks already up, gets beat. Now CTN left 1-on-1. Bendy Straw with 0 boost back in net. CTN gets killed in a very bad position if you're Bemidji here. Now Lord gets an awkward jump, beats Fiddlesticks still. Now Endeavors back on the ball, 100 boost. Only him though, trying to keep this ball in as long as he can for his teammates to get back. Now Bloodat off the backboard, does not get the double tap. Endeavors beats CTN, kind of an open net. Endeavors gets faked by his own teammate. Bendy Straw AFK in front of his net, it looks like. And now we got a rule 1. Who's the better twos player? It's gonna be Endeavors. Great shot by him. Unfortunate, very funny gameplay coming out here. Bendy Straw and Lord sticking to that rule 1. It's very entertaining series so far.
Yeah, the Rhythm look like they're gonna be up 2-0 in this series. And I mean, didn't really quite have the angle to get a good shot off. That's a solid shot from Fiddlesticks, but Lord not only gets a save, has a double, and then follows it up, puts it towards Bloodat. Also gets a double. Lord now looks to go in the midfield, but tonight, Lord, a player that in combines seems like season to season, he'll get into some sort of premier level combine, and then he'll make everyone look silly. And even though he hasn't gone premier, the highest he's been is challenger. And he's got limited hours on the game too, so just the consistency from Lord, it's really something special, and a player that we've seen on land before. Challenger all the way back in Season 4, and then in Season 7 as well. Was also a part of a major, a grand finalist in a major, so Rhythm look like they're gonna sweep this series. I mean, Lumberjacks had 3 shots last game, they get 2 this game. That's 5 shots as a team in the entirety of 2 games. It's just not enough.
Now, just the pressure coming out from Lord and Vladat, you cannot stop it, because if Phil Six is your third player, you're gonna have to compensate for here and play a little bit more defensive, but not what you have to do if you're down 6 goals, you know? But unfortunate there from Rhythm, they did not score as many goals as they hoped to, probably. CTN, now CTN here, low boost, gets the flick past Lord, ends up flying, since Endeavor's flying too. Now Benny Strong gets an awkward touch with low boost, a lot out there to collect. Great pass back out to Endeavors, and he misses. Lord trying to get a bang back on the net. Endeavors goes to the redirect. Bloodad gets bumped by CTN, almost gets the demo. Almost was an open net for Bemidji there. Now Bloodad takes his own solo play, tries to go for that full field. Endeavors kills the third man for Rhythm. Now Lord, kind of an awkward save back out mid. CTN goes for the shot. Benny Straw up already, gets the beat on Lord. CTN has to get the beat, and he does. Great pressure there from Bemidji. But I don't know if it's going to be enough, Wolf, to get this reverse sweep here.
Yeah, it's good confidence on those challenges just to be fast enough to beat the Rhythm to that ball. That's their second goal of the entire series. It's coming at the beginning of Game 3. And, I mean, similar to Game 2, they scored the opening goal but couldn't get anything going after that. And then it was just the Rhythm show as Endeavors slow touched towards the backboard. Gonna be played out to Blada. Gets 1 touch, can't get the dunk though. As Endeavors will lose ball possession. Bendy Straw looking downfield, pops it up, flips it over to the right side. Shot gonna be denied by Blodat. And CTN not able to get a challenge there as Bemidji are starting to see some light here, some offense even after they scored. So, so far it's the best start they've had.
Yeah, we'll see if history repeats itself here. Last game, they get the opening goal, and then get 3 straight scored on top of them. But looking at this pressure here from Bemidji, looking like that might not be the case. You know, CTN, Benny Straw, great passing play to get that goal, and they're keeping this lead for as long as they possibly can. But as I say that, Blodat, awkward bounce out mid for Bemidji there. And Rhythm, just kind of an open net there. CTN left on low boost. Great challenge by Lord. Blodat just sends it home.
Yeah, Blodat's hitting the gritty after that goal for his celebration. And, you know, if you get scored on and someone hits the gritty on the camera, I mean, you're doomed to lose in 3. And that might just be what's happening here. And flip reset as Fiddlesticks does get a touch out, but 50 from Lord and even more touches, looking for Endeavors maybe. CTN cuts it out though. And is gonna reposition, gets 1 touch, looks to follow it. As this ball kind of just, awkward there for the Lumberjacks. As the Rhythm now back on the offense. And I mean, the Lumberjacks are seeing a lot of offense, more than they're used to in this series at least, and it's making this a close game. 2 minutes to go. Fiddlesticks gonna win a challenge, but right to Blodat. No boost though. Just gonna send it towards the post. Blodat with the demo though. Bendy Straw just shoots it quickly, and that's gonna give free possession to the Rhythm.
Yeah, Rhythm here, not having as much pressure, but still as much as they need. Haven't been scored on since. Endeavors another shot here. No one to get that another shot mid. Blot at an unfortunate miss, but no one from Bemidji is even close to the ball to collect. They need to be going for these challenges if they want to even win a single game. As we see that, Benny Straw, solo play, Blot at up to catch. It's kind of floating mid. Full 6 to collect. Gets beat by Endeavors. A little dunk. Etienne trying to get it back out. Bendy Straw not having as much awareness as you'd hope. And Lord gets a pass out mid. Endeavor's already pre-jumped. Etienne, Bendy Straw, another double commit. No Lord. The boost off the wall. Shot to Blodat. Endeavor's there to collect. He's probably going to bang it right back in and get even more pressure when Bemidji has less and less boost each time. Etienne trying to get a solo play of his own. Says, heck no, get the ball out of here. But it's sent right back by Blodat. Fiddlesticks is trying to get it right back in, but sends the possession away as well. Endeavors with the shot. Lord misses the bump on CTN. To the 50 mid. Blodat ends up with the ball at the shot. Now Lord puts it high left. Does not get the double as Bendystraw sends it away. Blodat, it's bumped away by Bendystraw. And now Endeavors gets kind of beat, but he's going to be able to collect there. No one able to punish that mistake. And CTN left in a one-on-one with Endeavors. No boost for him. Does he know? Mike get faked. He does not. A great save, great clear. And now the counter attack for Bemidji. You love to see this. Bendystraw waiting mid. Blodat just kind of sitting still. And then Bendystraw unfortunately shoots it right into him. Now he has no boost. Lord coming right at him. It's a scary sight to see. Fiddlesticks. Off for the redirect. Gets fake. And Bendystraw ends up with the ball with 11 seconds left. They're up by 1. Fiddlesticks, they thought he was gonna hit the ball there, but no confidence coming from Bendystraw as he calls him to fake it off, and then he gets the open net.
I mean, either way, it would have been a dangerous spot for the Rhythm to deal with, as that's a huge goal to get them the lead. 2 goals in 1 game. It's a record in this series for the Lumberjacks, as time's gonna dwindle down. All they gotta do is drop it. The Lumberjacks will stay alive for the time being and force a game 4 against Rochester, who look like a completely different team that game.
Yeah, there's not as much solo plays or pressure from Gordon Blodat, but I mean, I think they still sort of won that game. Pretty even on the shots, 7-7, but great defense from CTN. With 2 saves, and then Fiddlesticks with 3. Blodat only getting the open net because of the 1 mistake, but you know, not enough to beat this very solid Bemidji team, as you said, number 5 in the standings.
Yeah,
as we
and
go into a game.
I think for Rochester, I don't know if it's confidence that they were lacking before. They were passing a lot in those first 2 games. That was open, but Bendy hit it backwards, maybe looking for teammate. Had a look at the net, but could not get that one to be on target. And Lumberjacks, whatever the adjustment was made in game number 1, you gotta cling on to it, as I'm liking the passing that I'm seeing out of the Lumberjacks. But I'm gonna have to look toward the Rhythm side. Like Lotta and Lord, what we saw from them in those first 2 games, they look so dominant. And if they're off to a good start here, it could mean the Rhythm wrap this series up in 4. Both players go missing though. I think it's a bump. Fiddlesticks just putting a shot on. Blodat, no boost. Will get the touch out into the corner. Go to Blodat. He's gonna follow this one up. Flip reset, denied by Fiddlesticks. Runs out of boost, and it'll give possession to Lord in the corner. Actually gives it away. CTN plays it slow. Lord, huge touch out. Maybe he'll leave some pressure, but Fiddlesticks gonna keep that one in. Blodat gonna lose the 50 to Fiddlesticks off of the ceiling. And right now, Bemidji doing some pretty good work on offense.
Yeah, you love to see this pressure here. Very change of heart for Bemidji as Fiddlesticks is an awkward shot. Bendystraw tries to get the rebound or bump there. Bumped away. Now, Blodat CTN 50. CTN wins it. Tries to get back. Bendystraw there with a shot. It's right to Lord. Fiddlesticks up. Endeavor is kind of awkward in net here. No boost and gets saved by Lord. Benny Straw, last man, gonna have to take his time here. Misses the challenge on the backboard there, and Fiddlesticks is bumped right into Benny Straw. Going into this Benny Straw, taking slow play with 0 boost. Almost a 50 into his own net by Endeavor. CTN tries to challenge Lord, not being able to do anything. Blood out the shot.
What a
great save by CTN. Now Benny Straw trying to get that shot off, but it's not going to look like it, as Rhythm getting a very great shot out of that pressure, but not enough, as Fiddlesticks gets a great shot as well. There's 3 people in net. You're going to have to slide it somehow. He's not able to. And a bump. Great bump there by from Rochester, and Blodak gets kind of a nice angle. There's a slot right there. No boost. ETN on the backboard, 1 on the ground, puts it far side high.
And even with physicality, is great for it to be there, and it solidifies that a shot can go through. But from that angle, even maybe without it, I mean, you might be seeing the back of the net. That's a great angle from Blodat, and a good setup from Lord to create that 50 and then go for the bump. Create so much space for his team. Endeavor's quick shot. They can't get the save. And that's a 2-goal swing for the Rhythm.
Yeah, it's kind of a communication error, looks like there. Benny Straw should have been back post, and Fiddlesticks just not being able to get that ball quick enough. Now, you're down 2 in the series, or down by 1, and you're down by 2 in the game here. Now I like to see Fiddlesticks getting a great challenge. Almost gets beat low. Should just force him high, but it's a great counterattack here. Blodat gets the miss. Fiddlesticks does too.
Wow.
Benny Straw slots it top right. Kind of unnecessary. This says, hey, I'm better than you. I'm going to shoot it right at you. You're not going to do anything about it. Laura with an awkward miss as well. And Endeavor has no boost. Kind of backflips there. Unfortunate for Rhythm.
Yeah, the only way you're saving that is if you have somebody playing backboard or just about to be playing backboard, and it just happens to come right towards you. That could not get better placement on the shot, as it's a big clear from the Rhythm, as they gotta hang on here. They did concede 1 here, as about 90 seconds left in game number 4. Fiddlesticks, 50 is gonna go all the way back. Bendy Straw will beat out the defender. CTN goes missing. Bendy looking for some physicality and maybe around the defense. Blodat to put it central. Shot. Lord's just going to leave it. Plays it around his teammate, actually. And now this will be a free ball for Bendy.
Yeah, Bendy, kind of an awkward solo play there with low boost. Now Fiddlesticks trying to get that pressure. ETN gets beat. Bendy Straw, last man, 32 boosts. Great save off the backboard from him. Now Fiddlesticks collects. Almost gets a beat on Lord. Bendy Straw trying to get a quick shot. Fiddlesticks up. Almost beats Lord. CTN tries to play it mid for Bendy, but he's getting that mid boost. The Lord passes to Blodat. Almost. Bendy Straw gets an awkward touch. Endeavors plays it mid. CTN there to collect. Takes it right off the Bendy Straw. Great passing there from Bemidji. Now CTN here for the shot. It's sent away by Endeavors. Now Lord misses. So does Fiddlesticks. Benny Straw off the wall to CTN. CTN's up. Kind of gets the reset off there from Endeavors, but does not get anything out of that. Now Lord kind of an open net here for him. Benny Straw almost dribbles it into his own net. Now he's 0 boost. He's a fake on Endeavors. Now Lord sees that he's no boost. Challenges him immediately. CTN in an awkward position here. Bloodad there for the shot. And sadly, it looks like Rhythm is going to take this in game 4. 8 seconds left for Bemidji. Nothing's impossible with CTN having an awkward path flip for him, not being able to get there.
Yeah, and it was a big ripple effect on the defense. And with 5 seconds left, and with that clear, that will secure the win in 4 for the Rhythm. As, I mean, the Lumberjacks put up a fight. They barely stayed alive. Almost had this game. They were so close to making this a tie game, but then when they couldn't, and then the counter goal from the Rochester Rhythm that made it a 2-goal game solidified the series. And the Rhythm, I mean, you got to expect this type of result with the roster that you've got. And Bemidji currently at the 5 seed. With that loss, I mean, of course, a lot of things are going to change at the major, but these last couple of games are so important for points. As you know, if you're able to win